Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports, Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over Bellator 258, the co-main event and the main event only for Friday, May 7th, 2021. I will show you both sides of the fight, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for whatever reason you're curious to know who I'm picking, you can join my Patreon where my picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the fights. We're going to be looking at the main event, Juan Archuleta versus Sergio Pettis. And then we're going to look at the co-main event, Anthony Johnson versus Jose Augusto. And this fight right here goes along with what I've already been doing. What I've really been doing is the Bellator MMA Lightweight World Grand Prix. I started with the Ryan Bader and Lyoto Machida fight. I picked Bader in this one. Then I had Corey Anderson in that one, and so I'm gonna pick this fight here in July. On this side, I had Nemkov to defend his title against Davis, and so he'll be in July. And then so we're looking at this Anthony Johnson, and instead of Yoel Romero, I think he fell out for some reason, and it's Jose Augusto. So this is an ongoing thing that I've been kind of doing. And then after this fight, I'll do the ones in July, and then I'll do the main event in October. But right now, we're on a good streak for it, 3-0. Let's keep it going. Daily numbers on this side, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. Then I have my game numbers on this side, one fighter up top here. His name Gematria, his birthday to and from, his fight record, name Gematria in the middle, head to head, and then at the bottom is another fighter. And then up top here, I have location. So first the Bellator 258. The number 258 spells out what the Gematria for that is. And then the location. So let's get to the co-main event first. Anthony Johnson versus Jose Augusto. I didn't see anything specific directly connecting to these guys' records as far as their overall record. So I don't have much to talk about on this fight. One thing that I picked up was Johnson versus Augusto sums to 192. Anthony Johnson sums to 192. This is his 29th fight, his first Bellator fight, 291, 192, 291, reflection of each other. Johnson and Augusto sums to 60. Anthony Johnson sums to 60 and 66. Today with 33 date numerology, 33 sums to 66 and 60. I suppose you can say that Anthony Johnson in his 29th fight, which is the 10th prime number, would become 1-0 like 10 for Bellator. And I suppose you can say Jose Augusto in his 11th fight would become 1-1 like an 11 for a record and his Bellator record with a loss. 82, 73, neither of these numbers jump out to me for a win. 82, 132, 51, 1. A win or a loss. 66. Nope. I didn't see a whole lot. 325 days till his 30th birthday, 25th triangular number, I believe, or has a square root of 25. The thing with the 11 pattern, 11 equals 63. In his 11th fight, he could become 1-1 for Bellator record with the loss. 11 sums to 63. His name sums to 63. It's the 63rd day of Anthony Johnson's current 37-year-old age. He can end his one fight losing streak to go with that 192. 192, his 29th fight, can end his one fight losing streak in his first Bellator fight. Outside of that, I didn't really see much. I know his name, Anthony Rumble Johnson, sums to 263, and with the win, he could become 23-6, which is an anagram of each other. So I would say that would be the closest thing. 263, 236, 63rd day of his age. I would say that would be what would favor Anthony Johnson, in my opinion. What would favor Jose Augusto? I don't know, personally. If he gets his 8th win, 8, 31. 31 is the 11th prime. He can get his 8th win in his 11th fight. 8 sums to 31, the 11th prime. That would be something. It is 62, or total span of 63 days till Anthony Johnson, or since Anthony Johnson's birthday, and he can get his second loss in a row as Jose gets his 6th win in a row, 6226, 62 days since his birthday. It's the 41st day of Augusto's 29-year-old age, and it doesn't really do much for me. 41, 46, 98, 118. I guess you can do the 11-8, and that would go along with him getting his, this is his 11th fight, get his 8th win. 41 sums to 118 on the 41st day of his current age. In his 11th fight, he gets his 8th win. That would be something. He would sit on 2 losses in his second Bellator fight. That might be something. He would become 2-0, like 20 for a Bellator record, as he gets his 6th win in a row. 6 sums to 20, and it sums to 29, it being the 41st day of his 29-year-old age. So that would be something as well. So there's little things here for Jose Augusto. Maybe it's not as clear or concise, but you can definitely find some things for him to win. And for Anthony Johnson, it is interesting with the 192. His name 192, his 29th fight, his first Bellator. And it is interesting his full name, Anthony Rumble Johnson, sums to 263. He could become 23-6 for a fight record in his career, which is just an anagram of each other. So keep those in mind. So the main event for Bellator 258 being aired on the 25th day of the 8th month on the Hebrew Civil, like 258, Bellator 258, 25-8. It's also the 25th day of the 2nd month on the Hebrew Religious, and Juan Archuleta, the defending champ in this fight, comes into this fight with a 25-2 record for his career. So he's 25-2 coming into this fight on the 25th day of the 2nd month, which happens to be Bellator Event 258. On the 25th day of the 8th month for the Hebrew. Pretty interesting. If this fight was taking place tomorrow, it would be the 26th day of the 2nd month, and he could become 26-2, and it's 237th day of his age, and tomorrow's the day that leaves 237 left on the Gregorian. So tomorrow's numbers actually fit him really well, but it's not tomorrow, it's today. But it's still interesting that he comes in with a 25-2 record on the 25th day of the 2nd month, it being Bellator 258, Hebrew Civil 258. Sergio Pettis has an upset narrative here. Juan Archuleta, he does some to 81. He can become 8-1 for a record for Bellator fights. He can advance and become 26-2. With the win, just 1 day shy of the 26th day of the 2nd month on the Hebrew Religious. Also for Sergio Pettis, it's 262, or total span of 263 days since his birthday. There's that 262. Juan Archuleta could become 26-2, like 262. But what's dangerous about this 262 that would favor Sergio in the upset would be that if Sergio wins, he would become 21-5 for a fight record for his career. And if you spell out 215, it sums to 262. So it's 262, or a total span of 263 days since his birthday. Yes, Juan Archuleta could become 26-2 But 225, or 215, excuse me, sums to 262. And what I think is funny, it's the 263rd day of his current 27-year-old age. This is his 26th fight. This is his third Bellator fight. Basically like 263, 263. He could end his 3-fight win streak. 263, 263rd day of his age. 26-3, end his 3-fight win streak in his 26th fight. In his third Bellator fight. There's potential there. But his name, Sergio Pettis, sums to 72. And Juan Archuleta could become 7-2 for a Bellator record with a loss. So Juan Archuleta would either become his name Gematria 8-1 with the win, Juan Archuleta 8-1, or he'll become his opponent's Gematria 7-2 with the loss, Sergio Pettis 72. It's 103 days till Sergio Pettis' 28th birthday. His name, Sergio the Phantom Pettis, sums to 103. 103 is the 27th prime number. And like I said, 263rd day of his current 27-year-old age. His 26th fight. His third Bellator fight. His 21-5 makes me nervous for Juan Archuleta. He could get the upset here, Sergio Pettis. And to make it even more interesting, if you're looking for an underdog, this is for the bantam weight, if I spell it right, bantam weight world championship. Bantamweight world championship sums to 326, which is just an anagram of 263. 26th fight, third Bellator fight, 263rd day of his age. He could become the bantamweight world championship winner. 326. Of course, it also sums to 146. And Juan, the Spaniard Archuleta, is already the champion, 146. And he can stay the champion, I suppose. So some interesting numbers here for this fight and the other fight. The most fascinating connection to me personally is it being Bellator 258, 25th day of the 8th month on the Hebrew Civil, featuring a championship fighter with a 25-2 record, 25th day of the 2nd month on the Hebrew Religious. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, thanks for watching.